Back with another video, and today we're going up against the Dallas Mavericks. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We got 10 more games before we end the January mark. So yeah, man, can't wait until that happens. We're going up against the Dallas Mavericks. So yeah, we're 37-0. They're 10-26. So hopefully we can come out with the W. And hopefully we can finish this game before it's too late so we can play 2K22. So I'm so new to 2K22, so hopefully we can make it.
It's all happening in Dallas, Texas. Here at American Airlines Center, the Lakers taking on the Mavericks. For the Lakers, the first half of this season was about putting the league on notice. They've sent a great, clear message that they are not slowing down anytime soon. Mavs, Lakers, up next.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show. Tonight, we'll see the Los Angeles Lakers playing against the Dallas Mavericks. Well, for the Mavericks, the wheels have started to come off for them recently. Clearly a mid-season swoon taking place. We'll see if they can start to shake out of it tonight. Get ready for some explosive highlights. Kenny, just how incredibly athletic are guys in the modern era?
I mean, we've had our guys with their fair share of athleticism.
We got PS4.
But can you imagine LeBron James playing in the 60s?
Roku TV,
or the 70s? Or Giannis? Every decade, the athleticism just gets ratcheted up.
Yeah, but you look back at Michael Jordan, who's great, Allen Iverson, or even further back to David Thompson and Dr. J.
Yes.
Those guys would still be top athletes in the game if they played today.
Time for tip-off as we send it over to Kevin Harlan. He's got the call.
10 more games.
Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, giving us the rundown from the sideline courtside, David Aldridge. And a moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for LeBron.
And maybe it's shocking, and maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
And as things get ready to roll, let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's on the sideline. David?
Well, we all saw the media frenzy that surrounded Anthony Davis when his plans to leave New Orleans emerged. He said, the things I do in the community, being a good teammate, playing hard, championships, all that stuff matters the most to me. Between money or legacy, my legacy will win that battle every time. Kevin?
Winning a big part of it, David. Thank you. Now, when it comes to load management strategy, Doris, should coaches do it along the way as opposed to waiting until the last, say, quarter or third of the season?
Well, Kev, I think you can look to the San Antonio Spurs, who I think were the first to really look hard at what we would now describe as load management. And I think the one thing is you're trying to just make sure guys are prepared for the most important point of the season. You've got to win enough to get in the playoffs and be positioned well, but your guys have also have to be healthy at the end of the year.
Now let's check out our starters for the Los Angeles Lakers. Green and LeBron at the 2 and the 3. Up front, it's Kuzma and Davis. And it's Harris in at the 1. And for Dallas, Doncic and Porzingis, the incredible forward pair. Hardaway is out there with Jalen Brunson. And it's Jang in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And so the Los Angeles Lakers get the first points of the ballgame. And here we go with Davis heading to the hoop. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. From deep, Green. Good on the triple.
Danny Green is one of the best catch-and-shoot players in the league. Makes it look easy.
Doncic feeling it out. And the dunk by Doncic.
I'll bet even they didn't think the pick would work that well.
No. And they get the major league dunk out of it, too.
And my question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
Kuzma, that's good.
Beautiful touch close in. Kuzma excels at taking advantage down low.
Doncic passes to Porzingis. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Now Hardaway, after LeBron's three-pointer that didn't go. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Well, this is a quick and decisive offensive player who's not afraid of contact. Love Tim Hardaway Jr. accepting the contact.
It's his first trip to the line.
Shoot 2.
That free throw good from Hardaway.
Well, you think the ownership style of the Mavericks, something the league had to adjust to. Very active, very outspoken. Sometimes I think that rubbed people the wrong way. But now you get the sense it's almost the new normal.
That one misses. And the Mavericks, we know, have been trendsetters, investing in development and in technology.
Kevin, they have always been on the cutting edge of data collection and then using that data to give them a competitive advantage. When you're in a business, it's always about what's next? How can I be better?
And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession.
This controller is so weird, bro.
The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Here's Harris. 20 points for him last game against New York.
And let's not forget about the assist. This guy as a playmaker was a driving force for that offense.
And the Lakers with another miss.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have the confidence. You have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
Back to Doncic. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Doncic has got his third basket of the night.
What I love about Luka Doncic is how much fun he has playing the game. Shots like that, the flair just demonstrated.
So timeout called here. The first for Los Angeles. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
They played terrific defensively. The few cracks they showed, guys were quick to rotate and help each other out.
We talk about multiple efforts on the defensive end, and I thought, boy, that was good old-fashioned focus, team effort. What a win.
Platoon swap here for the Lakers. And now let's have a look at the NBA's top snipers, shooting guards with the highest percentage from three-point territory over the last month. You look at Green, he's absolutely deadly from outside. And of course, Avery Bradley, just 2 behind. Another sniper, he'll hurt you from three-point land.
These guys are gunners. I mean, they've got the green light at all times because of their three-point shooting. I mean, they are cash money.
You don't want to get into a three-point contest with any of these players. The range we see among that group is beyond belief. Even against the tightest of coverage, no shot is a bad shot for any of them.
The Mavericks leading.
Luka Doncic can pass it, shoot it, drive it, and he does it all with great flair.
Tries it from now. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
Well, defense is there, guys. Porzingis just very difficult to stop, even in traffic.
Here's Bradley. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts. And you see some of the shots that Doncic knocks down. Of course, the degree of difficulty is off the charts.
It is, Kevin, but the skill I love the most is his passing. It doesn't matter if it's a hook pass, a lob. He has the strength to hit the weak side corner, and this guy loves delivering in the big moments. It is so fun to watch him.
And Caldwell Pope gets the basket.
You got messed up,
three-pointer, a big part of KCP's game. About half his shots come from out there.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game.
Every time out, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
And the guys get a little bit of a break, mentally, physically, just recharge here quickly.
Mavericks will go for a different look here. Marjanovic checked in for Gordon. Powell comes in for Porzingis. DeLon Wright, he's checked in for Hardaway. And Barea subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Now here's Wright. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Doncic against Dudley. That's his 4th basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots, off to a good start.
Offensively, it's been a perfect quarter for him. He hasn't missed a single shot.
Cousins and the Lakers tack on 2 more.
Liking the vision there from Caldwell Pope, looking to get his guys going when they're open.
Now here's Barea. Defense right on him. Count that one.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now, here's Bradley. He averages about 5 points a game. Yep, it counts.
Well, Kev, Avery Bradley seeing the floor so well. This guy has improved in every phase of the game.
Doncic against Caldwell Pope. Right outside. Passes it to Doncic. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
And offensively right now, each team getting what it wants.
Yeah, this is already a high-scoring game, but we knew that was a possibility coming into this one.
And there it is for him. Dudley's got his 2nd bucket of the night. And it's Barea with the ball. He'll bring it up for Dallas. Trailing by 2. The Lakers beat them last time when these 2 teams met in Los Angeles.
It wasn't even close in their last matchup, and their offense just wasn't ready to compete at that level.
And here is Los Angeles now. The Mavericks making the shot, and the shot is good.
Well, Avery Bradley uses incredible strength, and I like how he maintains his physicality on these tough finishes.
The pass to Doncic. Over Caldwell Pope. Cousins pulls it in.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
In the corner, Cook with it. A 3 ball. And a pin, Los Angeles with the triple.
And just
how to let you get set. How to let you get set.
That possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Barea looking for an opening. 3-pointer. The scoring fast and
There we
furious
go.
as
Now
we
we got the
enter
lead
first
back,
quarter.
man.
Lakers lead by 5. And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines Center.
Oh, my shoulders, bro.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And from what we've seen so far from the Lakers, guys, what are your thoughts?
Well, going to the bench early, they obviously knew what they were doing.
As a coach, I think you get a certain feel for what your team needs, and credit this guy for not waiting around. He went ahead and made the adjustment.
Of course, the game is shifting towards skill and finesse, but there are those players who thrive in this league who are like bulldozers and force the issue inside.
Well, a guy like Blake Griffin, who is such a physically gifted basketball player, enters the league as one of the great dunkers, but has now added a three-point shot, still can play bully ball. But for me, the most ferocious at-the-rim scorer, and the guy who's probably most underrated aspect is his strength, is the Greek freak. Giannis Antetokounmpo at the rim. Good luck and good night.
I don't know how you do it, right? How do you defend that?
Impossible.
Indeed. DeJuan Wright is out there with J.J. Barea. Then there's Marjanovic. Then there's Doncic, and it's Powell in at the 4 spot. So that's who Dallas starts the second with. Back to Cook. The 3. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
I'll tell you, you are playing with fire anytime you leave this guy open, and they just got burned.
Here's Doncic. Rebounded by McGee. Lakers leading by 9. Fires at the elbow. And there's DeMarcus Cousins on the assist by Daniels. Cousins has got his second basket of the game. For Dallas, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Marjanovic passes to Doncic to stop the run. No good on that one. Nice D from Cousins. Lakers passing it around. Here's Cook. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
Boy, that is absolutely gorgeous by DeMarcus Cousins. Run the offense through your big man, and he will find the open man.
Dallas calls timeout. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game,
And I thought
you
on
have to stay
medication
hydrated.
in the PS4, I'm probably gonna get the go through. Probably, hopefully it goes through, bro. Hopefully the work will go through. So I can watch cable. Can't wait to watch cable, bro. Once I'm done with every single game, I'm going back to watching TV every day, like I've been doing. Set up Tubi, set up YouTube. Can't wait, bro.
And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Gorgie Dames checked in for Marjanovic. Porzingis comes in for Dwight Powell. Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for Doncic. And it's Jalen Brunson in for J.J. Barea. To the left side wing. Right for 3. And Davis pulls it down.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement. And guys, at this point in his career, Anthony Davis just entering his prime. Crazy to think when you look at what he's already accomplished thus far.
Now here's Wright. No points in the game yet for him. Hardaway for three. And it's Anthony Davis with the rebound. Davis has got 4 rebounds in this game. Over in the corner, Green. Good. And Harris gets the assist. Harris has got his 3rd assist on the night. And we are talking about Anthony Davis. How do you even put into words, Greg, what he's able to do on the basketball field?
I mean, he's entering the conversation among the best big men of all time. On a nightly basis, dominating in so many facets of the game. Really, it's remarkable.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Mavericks trailed by 20. Hardaway with a wide open look. Dallas, no good that time either. Looking at Dallas, they want to turn it around after the loss to Denver.
Total embarrassment. I was shocked at how poorly they played. I think they were shocked.
Well, frankly, Greg, they should be shocked. I mean, that kind of effort simply won't cut it in today's NBA. Let's see if they take any lessons from it.
Now here's Hardaway. 11 points for him in that last game against Denver. 4 on the shot clock. To end the cold streak, here's Jang. He can't get that one. Davis with some nice D.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And here's Harris from the arc. Hits the three-point bomb. Harris has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And the Mavericks call time here. And Doris, you played point guard. What do you like to see from that position?
Well, I'm going to go back to the Showtime Lakers, which was my first team that I adored when I was a kid watching the NBA. And the reality is this, Kevin, I love to see teams play in transition, get out in the open floor. What's better than watching Steph Curry cross half court with a full head of steam and the defender knowing, oh, good God, anything could happen here. He might pull a 3, he might finish in spectacular fashion off the run, or he might find a teammate for a momentum-building 3. Like, get in transition and run, baby.
Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for the Lakers. Dallas has got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Caldwell Pope against Wright. 2 points. That one goes.
And some much-needed offense right there. He ends that fantastic run by the Lakers.
Harris dishes to Davis. Good. And Harris gets the assist.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now here's Jang. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. To the inside. And that one's good. Right.
How about the vision from the young Latvian Porzingis showing he really can read the floor and capitalize.
For 3, Caldwell Pope. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now here's Porzingis. Coming in off a 21-point game his last outing. Second chance shot. And he sinks the layup. Porzingis has got 6.
Well, tracking down rebounds with ease. Kristaps Porzingis, outstanding mobility.
And they double up Davis. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Fades. And Davis gets it to go on the assist by Caldwell Pope. And that's now 6 points for Davis. And so it's Wright bringing up the ball for the Mavericks. They host the 76ers after this game. Pass to Porzingis. Trying to get open is Jang. Porzingis can't hit. And Harris wide open. He shoots again, Los Angeles.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers, ahead by 26 points as we get ready for the break. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Should I get batteries?
Hey again, everybody. So far, a pretty lopsided game, but still one half to play. I'm Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. A competitive matchup for the Lakers in the first quarter. At the end of one, they were able to end up with a 5-point lead. They just exploded in the second quarter, grabbing the momentum and running with it. Basket after basket, and they played stingy defense. Now they've got a halftime lead that's going to be very difficult to erase. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
Well, they were dishing out dimes left and right, and the guys were finishing strong. As a team, they seem to be always thinking, always looking for the best shot. If they keep sharing the ball this way, the second half could be more lopsided than the first.
And looking at Dallas, Shaq, your thoughts?
There are a few areas they need to improve, but perimeter defense is priority numero uno. They got to be quicker to close out on the three-point shooters. They got to prevent the open looks. They weren't fighting through screens. They're just not doing enough right now, especially outside.
That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks for joining us. Third quarter, just about ready to begin.
Wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and endurance to do just that.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Checking out the group of Frank Vogel to start the second half. Up front, it's Kuzma and Davis. Green and LeBron at the 2 and the 3. And it's Harrison at the 1 spot. And it's the Lakers on the break. Green leading the charge. Count that bucket. Green's got his third basket of the night right there.
Well, you see the confidence from Danny Green. So awesome at stopping and popping.
Brunson the pass to Doncic. Back to Brunson. With some arc. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. And a chance to take a look at some numbers for Porzingis.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different scorer than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
They grab their own miss. Davis finds James over Doncic. And it's James missing. The Mavericks shooting 43% for the game. It's Hardaway with the drive.
All right, a chance to check out the numbers for LeBron James. He's really stood out for them over the past month. He's putting up 13 points a game, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds. Even if you key in on him all game, he still finds a way to get his numbers.
Right, the skill, the awareness, the physical ability, it's all there, and that's what makes this guy so hard to check.
First free throw is good. Well, it's such an honor to be on this with you, and you were the first female to become a full-time NBA analyst, breaking new ground. You've accomplished so much in your life, personally, professionally. What would you tell young women who are graduating college, looking to get ahead in their career in what you've chosen?
Well, first and foremost, I've been very lucky, Kevin. The game of basketball has been a part of my life since I was 7. It's been a driving force. I love it. I would just tell young women, times are changing. Dream big. There's nothing that's impossible. And I'm so thankful to the NBA players and coaches who have just wrapped their arms around me from the time I entered this business. So kudos to those players who are part of the change, no question.
And hard work. I have seen you work. I have seen you prepare. No one prepares more. No one works harder than you.
Thanks, Kev.
Dwight Powell's checked in for the Mavericks. Barea comes in for Jalen Brunson. And it's the Mavericks with the ball. Doncic dishes to Barea. Doncic against LeBron. A pass to Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Oh, go get it, big fella. Porzingis with the skyscraper.
And finished off by LeBron.
You can see he just has a great overall feel for this game. Excellent job tonight.
And that's been his role pretty much from the opening tip. Get the ball to guys where they can score it.
Here's Barea after the basket by Los Angeles. Knocks it loose and stolen by LeBron. And here we go. Fast break. Kuzma's got it. And Kuzma slams it in.
Just fantastic defense by LeBron. You have to protect the ball or he's going to swipe it from you with his lightning quick hands.
Here's Doncic. Can't hit that one. So Los Angeles will take it the other way.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Kicks it out to James. Shoots over Doncic. Again, the Lakers.
Now, this guy can fill it up from anywhere. James is adept at realizing when to take advantage of that mid-range game he possesses.
Now, here's Barea. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Doncic finds Barea. 6 to shoot. The turnaround. Porzingis. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5 for 8 night shooting.
Boy, he's been cooking, but the teammates, he's just not getting a lot of support from them.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
There is so much to love about Kristaps Porzingis. Over 7 feet, sweet shooting jumper, but aggression. This guy will back down from no one.
And the Mavericks with some changes. Marjanovic comes in for Porzingis. And it's DeLon right in for Tim Hardaway Jr. The Lakers also with a sub, Avery Bradley. He's checked in for Green. And Doris Porzingis not only quick to adapt to the NBA game, but also the culture.
I think it helps, Kevin, that he got tutored in the English language starting in grade school. And think about it, Kevin. This man wore his hair in cornrows back then, emulating the NBA players he saw. So both linguistically, culturally, and basketball-wise, it wasn't too big an adjustment for him.
And he gets it to go. Barea's got 6 points.
I'll tell you, hasn't always been a high percentage shooter, but he's dangerous, and Barea will keep coming at you until you stop him.
That one falls. And that's now 6 points for Kyle Kuzma.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
On the wing, Doncic. Fade away. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Davis has got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Harris. Here's Doncic. He's got 13. Right outside. Floats one up. Count that one. He's got 6.
It makes up for a lack of speed with just tremendous effort and hustle on that play.
And here's Harris from the arc. Trains it from beyond the arc.
How good is that? I mean, he can make a defender look foolish at times.
Correa, the pass to Doncic. Right outside. Doncic, no good. Lakers have gone 7 of 12 from the floor since coming out of the break. No coverage that time.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Now here's Correa. He has 6. Marjanovic finds foul. Whistle blows. That's going to be a travel. Let's check out the Western Conference standings right now that we're here in the new year. Look at the Lakers. They've been in peak form as we watch them play some tremendous basketball with an eye toward the postseason. And checking out Dallas, they have a lot of ground to make up.
And you know, for the Mavericks, they've been stuck in a rut the entire season. We talk about teams maximizing their potential. Well, the opposite's been the case with this group.
I think, Greg, for them, it's obviously been very disappointing. And I get the sense it's starting to weigh on them night in and night out.
Here's Doncic following the basket by Anthony Davis. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And here is Los Angeles now. Here's Los Angeles now. They're on a 19-6 run. Passes it to Harris. Here is Davis. The 3 from LeBron. That's in there. Davis with the assist. 10 points for LeBron.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Harris against Correa. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. And so it's Los Angeles, sitting on a lead of 40 points at the end of the quarter. Terrific play. The three-point shooting has come fast and furious to the tune of what has become a big-time blowout in progress. Back to the action after this word.
When I say yeah. Dun, dun, dun,
And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. We've got Lee. He's out there with Jalen Brunson. And it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks.
Love the versatility of DeMarcus Cousins. Can beat you with his back to the basket, can beat you facing up as well.
Here's Brunson. Following the basket by DeMarcus Cousins. And here's Brunson. Back to Bahamute. And the layup's good off the glass.
Well, use the pick and going right to the cup. I love the aggressiveness.
Doris, we've both been very public in our admiration for LeBron, the face of the league, for so many years. When he retires, and we're approaching that date, who do you think might step up and take his place as the face of the NBA?
Well, probably the most likely candidate is the new and reigning MVP, and that's Giannis Antetokounmpo, who is an absolute physical force. He's put on 50 pounds. He's getting more and more skilled. When he adds that three-point shot as a consistent weapon and gets to an in-between game, he will be impossible to guard. Kawhi Leonard, he is now sort of taking over as a multi-time...
Oh, what a dunk!
Look out below! That is why the ticket price is what it is when LeBron is in town. Amazing dunk to finish the play.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Lee. JaVale McGee grabs the miss.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Here's Cousins, and Cousins throws it down.
This is what keeps Cousins' percentages up. The gimmies, my goodness.
Now Brunson. And the pass to Kleba. Now Brunson. Here's the teardrop. And he lays it up and in. Brunson's got his first bucket in this one.
Boy, that's beautiful touch on the floater. And let's remember, not everyone has that shot in their arsenal.
Harris, good.
And you know what? He's shaking off the cold shooting performance from the first half.
Lee against Green. Lee kicks to Mbamute. Some nice passing here by Dallas. And yes, it's good.
If you give Lee that spot on the floor, 9 times out of 10, he comes away with a bucket.
And so it's Harris who will bring it up for Los Angeles. And here's Green outside. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it, Greg? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
It's stolen by Green. And here we go. Cousins heading to the hoop. Harris passes to LeBron. Back to Harris. Lets the three fly. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. James has got 3 assists now in this one.
They're giving him a little too much space out there. That's his 3rd triple since halftime.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Here's Lee. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Lee's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, excellent at taking what the defense gives him. Courtney Lee, a difficult cover in pick-and-roll situations.
And the Lakers tack on 2 more.
You know, he hasn't taken as many shots tonight, but they're still ahead, and that means his teammates are delivering.
Now here's Brunson, guarded by Harris. Pass to Mbamute. Here's Finney Smith, covered by LeBron. And again, Dallas turns it over. J.J. Barea is checked in for Jalen Brunson. Anthony Davis, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Kyle Kuzma comes in for JaVale McGee. They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time. Of course, it seems like Adam Silver, the NBA commissioner, is one of the most well-liked commissioners in all of sports, worldwide. Why do you think that's so?
Well, I think he was amongst the most important members of the staff of his predecessor, David Stern, who obviously oversaw the greatest growth in NBA history. The NBA became a global game. But Adam Silver didn't skip a beat. He is a great listener, a great communicator, and I've said this about the NBA for a very long time. It is a league that is in constant self-evaluation process. It is always looking for ways to improve the league, whether that means organizationally or with the play between the lines, and that's all you can ask for, Kevin. Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Lakers.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And when it's all said and done here, this will mark their 38th W on the year.
Wow, they finished the season series undefeated. 4 games, 4 wins, really asserting their dominance.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Jay.
No doubt he came to play tonight. This guy has been aggressive and effective.
Again, the Lakers.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
No question, GA. They've gotten hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
Barea with it. He's picked up by James. Bangs on the trifecta.
You can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
No doubt. It felt like they were a little tight for much of the evening. Now they're in a better flow, but it may be too little too late.
Well, they knew it would be a hostile environment, and they rose to the challenge.
And sometimes, Greg, when everyone's rooting against you, it seems to bring the unit closer together. It certainly did tonight. Well, you get exactly what you want right there. Clean look, right at the cup. Nicely done.
Pulls up on the wing. Good. And Harris gets the assist.
Remarkable catch and shoot sequence right there from LeBron. Just a killer instinct whenever he gets the ball.
And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight shows, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much with DeMarcus Cousins. DeMarcus, physical challenge for you guys with another game coming tomorrow. What do you have to do to get ready with the quick turnaround?
Just rest up. It's part of the league. Back-to-back part of the league. So rest up and focus in and be ready for tomorrow. That's all I can do.
Hey, Boogie, nice job. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Doris Burke, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long, everyone.
Je suis à l'avant du truck avec Roger. Mets du respect sur le fait, tout est marché, lunettes tentées sur le nez. Leur dit que sonne everyday sur ma nez, je suis refait dans les airs, sur les quais. PM hit 5 sur les champs, je suis à l'avant, joué avec Yves. PM hit 5 sur les champs, je suis à l'avant, joué avec Yves.
Alright, guys, so we won against.
Sur les autres, c'est tout pas en civil. J'ai les flots le plus tendance, chaque fois je chante.
We won against the Dallas Mavericks. Next game is against the OKC Thunders. And yeah, man, we'll be closer and closer to the end of January. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 7. We got 7 more games. My bad. We got one. We were doing that. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, we got 10 more games. We still got 9 more games. We got like 2 more videos to do that will be done for today. We're going up against the OKC Thunders. And yeah, man, hopefully y'all enjoyed. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe. I post hopefully every day, every week when I have free time, and I catch you guys in the next video.